Yeah. A very good evening to one and all. Hope you are able to hear me. Hope you guys are able to hear me, sir. Everyone, please confirm over the chat. Okay. Yes. Good, sir. Good. See, guys, what we have covered, sir, on the last session. What we have covered on yesterday's session, sir? We just completed with what? As part of our yesterday session, we completed with what? Working with SQL functions, sir. Working with what? SQL functions. So as we are already discussed it, sir. So we have the two kinds of functions, system defined functions, and then what? The user defined functions, sir. Okay, user defined functions. Okay, under the system defined functions, so we have another the category, sir, that is nothing but what? Single row functions. Okay, single row functions, and then another category called what? Multi row functions. Another row called what? Another category of functions called multi row functions. So tell me, what are the single row functions we have? What are the single row functions we have? So one is string handling functions, right or not? String handling functions. And then what about others, sir? What about others? String handling functions. And what about other kind of functions, sir, which we have covered? So what is the other functions, sir? What are the other single row functions? Math functions, right? Math functions. What about others? What about the next kind of functions we have discussed after the math functions? After the math functions, what we have discussed, sir? Date functions, right? Date functions. Okay, then what we have covered, sir? The next category of functions, miscellaneous functions, right? Miscellaneous functions, right, sir? These all category of functions will comes under what? Comes under what? Single row functions, sir. When it comes for the multi row functions, what we have covered, sir? Under the multi row functions, what we are going to cover? Sum function, max function, min function, average function. Okay, so count function, and another miscellaneous functions like NVL function, NVL2 function. Okay, null if function, coalesce function, and all these are nothing but what? The multi-row functions, right, sir? Right. Something like the math functions, sir. Here also we have like what? Math functions. Okay. Here also we have like what? The math functions, sir. What we have learned, sir, math functions. Okay, sum function, okay, max function, and then min function, okay, average function, and then what? Count functions, sir. These are the math functions. Okay, then after that, so we learn about what? Some of the miscellaneous functions, sir. Okay, miscellaneous functions. Miscellaneous functions. What are those the miscellaneous functions we have learned? NVL function. Okay, NVL2 function. NVL2 function, and then followed by what? Null if function. Okay, null if function, and then followed by what? Coalesce function. Correct. Correct, sir. Under the count, so we have just categorized into what? Count star, and then count of expression, and then for the count of what? Distinct expression as well, sir. These are the things which we have covered, sir, on yesterday itself. Right, sir. These are the things which we have covered with respect to what? SQL functions or not, sir? Clear? Everyone? Any doubts before starting off our today's discussion? Before starting off our today's discussion, any doubts on these functions, sir? Have you worked out these things in your local mission? Have you guys worked out these things in the local mission, sir? Okay, then sounds good, sir. Sounds good. So as part of our today's session, sir, as part of our today's session, so we will be the jumping on to the next discussion of an Oracle that is called group by class and having class. Okay, so earlier we learned some of the classes, sir. Earlier we have completed the sum of the classes in Oracle. What are the classes which we have covered, sir, in the earlier? We completed with what? Where class, and we completed with what? Order by class, right or not? Order by class and where class we had completed or not, sir? So what is the purpose of where class? What is the purpose of where class? Come on, guys. Whenever you guys are selecting the rows from the database, So based on some conditions, you wanted to retrieve the data from the database, right? Applying some conditions or passing some conditions to the select query by using what class? Where class, right, sir? So what is the purpose of order by class? Ordering of records, right, sir? Ordering of the records, right or not? Yes. So when you are selecting the data from the database, okay, so you can have an option to order those records, sir, by using what? Order by class, right? So these are the two classes which we had completed in the earlier, sir, right, sir? Any other classes we had completed apart from these two? Apart from these two, any other classes we had completed, sir? No. So only these two classes we have completed. Now we are going to understand with what? Two more classes in today's session, sir. One is what? Group by class. Another one is called what? Having class, sir. So what is the purpose of the group by class? So as a name itself having the meaning, sir. As a name itself having the meaning here. Group by. Group by means nothing but the grouping of several rows into the single row or not. Come on, guys. So group by class is used in what? Select statement to group like as in the several rows into the set of summary rows by the values of a column or an expressions. And the group by class always returns what? One row per group, sir. One row per group. Understand, sir? For example, sir, we have like as an employee, sir, we have like as an employee table, sir. Okay. So we have like as an employee table. So every employee in an organization is working under one particular department or not? Can you guys please confirm? Can you guys please confirm every employee in an organization is working under particular department or not? Yes. So now, I wanted to now I wanted to group by now I wanted to group like as in the several employees. Okay, now I wanted to group like as in the several employees based on my business requirements, sir. Understand? I can have an option to group the employees based on the job, right or not? Right or not, sir? I can have an option to group like as in the grouping of an employees based on the department number or not? Come on, sir. So group by means nothing but what? Grouping of several rows, sir. Grouping of several rows into the summary of columns, sir. Summary of the rows. Understand? So see, I can have an option. So we can have an option to group of employees based on the department number or not, sir? Tell me, sir. Tell me, sir, is that possible or not? Can we group the employees based on department number? Come on, guys. Yes. So we can have the option. So we can have the option to group. Okay, we can have an option to group we can have an option to group of the employees based on the based on what? So based on what? Job or not? Tell me, sir. Right or not, sir? Yes. So we can have an option to group what? The group of employees based on the job. And also we can have an option to group the employees based on the department number. And also, so what we can do, sir? Any other things? You can get to know how many employees are working under the particular department as well or not, sir? Yes, you can also group like as in the employees based on the hired data as well. Okay. So we can have an option. So we can have an option. We can have an option to group the group of employees. Okay, based on the year of an hire date. Right or not? Right? That is what an option we have, sir. Right, sir? So means, so in order to perform all these three tasks, definitely, so we need to have the support of what? Group by class, sir. Group by class. Understand my point, sir? The group by class is nothing but an what? Just for nothing but an what? Grouping of several rows into a single row, sir. That's all. Grouping of several rows into the single row per group, sir. That is called group by class. Understand? The group by class is always used in what kind of statement, sir? Group by class is always used in what kind of statement? Select statement, sir. Select statement to group like as in the several rows into the set of summary rows by what values of the column or by the expressions, sir. And the group by class always returns what? One row per group, sir. One row per group. Understand? That is the point you need to keep in mind, sir. Group by class always returns what? One row per group, sir. It's just a grouping of several rows into a one row per group, sir. That is called group by class. And group by class is often used with what? Aggregate functions, sir. So when you are working with the group by class, definitely we need to use what? Aggregate functions. What are the aggregate functions we have learned? Average, count, max, min, sum, and all these are nothing but an aggregate functions, sir. In this case, the aggregate functions returns what, sir? Summary of information per group or not? When you are applying the aggregate functions with the group by class, definitely you are going to get what? Summary of information per group or not, guys? Tell me, sir. When you guys are applying like as in the aggregate functions by using with what group by class means, definitely you are going to get what? Summary of information per group or not? Come on, guys. Right? Yes. So what is the syntax? What is the syntax for what is the syntax for what? What is the syntax for what? Group by class. What is the syntax for what? The group by class, sir. Observe carefully, sir. What is the syntax for what? The group by class. Observe here. Okay. See, sir. Select column list, sir. Select a column list from table name. Okay. And group by of what? What columns you need to group it. So those columns you need to specify what? Group by class, sir. Column 1, column 2, column 3. If you want to group like as in the, if you want to group the several rows into the single row based on one column means you are going to use for what? You are going to use what? One column in the group by class. If you are grouping like as in the records based on the two columns means definitely the group by class need to have what? How many columns? One column or two columns? One column or the two columns? Come on, sir. If you are grouping the results based on single column means, then tell me group by class need to have one column or two columns? One column, sir. If you are grouping the results, if you are grouping like as in the, if you are grouping the rows of information based on the two columns means in the group by class, how many columns are required here? How many columns are required at the group by class? Two columns, sir. Understand? Understand? Satish, we are just grouping of records based on two columns of the table. So definitely in such a case, the group by class also contains what? Two columns only, Satish. Okay. If you are grouping the rows of information, rows of the table, if you are grouping the rows of the table based on the three columns means, then definitely the group by class also contains what? Three columns. Understand? Apart from the aggregate functions. Understand? So the group by class appears after for what? The group by class always appears from after what class, sir? From class. From class. Understand? So group by class always can be defined in what? Always defined at which class, sir? After from class, sir. In case where class is presented, then grouping by class must be placed after the where by class. Understand, sir? The group by class, basically the group by class always appears after what? From class, sir. Is that true or not? After the from class only, we just define what? Group by statement. In case where condition, you can also have an option to use what? Where condition, where class as well, sir. Okay, where class as well. Okay, in case if you are using like as in the where class in your select statement means always you can define the group by class after the where class itself. That is what I shown you, sir. Understand? After the where condition, if you have like as in the where condition in your select statement means after the where condition only you can specify what group by class. Okay, if you do not have the where condition means after the from class, okay, after the from class you can specify what group by class. Hope you guys are comfortable. Hope you guys are comfortable or not. Where you need to define the group by class in the select statement. Everyone please confirm. Non-IT people. Everyone is that confirm? Where we need to define the group by class in the select statement. Yes, sir, you can add it, sir. Order by class, you can add it at the end of the select statement. Yes, that is what we are going to do, sir. Okay, yes. So this is what like as in the syntax for what? Group by class, sir. Everyone is that clear? Yes. Okay. So let us try to write some kind of queries using what group by class, sir. Okay. If you wanted to find out the number of employees working under the each department, okay, each department of an employee table, sir. Can you guys please find out? I just wanted to know how many employees are working, how many employees are working under the each department, sir. Okay, I just wanted to know how many employees are working under the each department of an employee table. As we are already know that one, under the employee table, every employee will be associated with the one particular department, particular one department, sir. That department is denoted, so that department is denoted by what? Department number. Okay, you need to write the query to find out the number of employees working under the each department number, sir. How do you understand my query, sir? What is the query? We just need to find out the number of employees working under the each department number. Tell me, sir, how can you write that query? See, this is what our query. Finding the number of employees working under the each department number, sir. Understand, sir? This is what my query, sir. This is what my question. Tell me, sir, using like as in the select statement, can we get the result of the query? So means see, count of star, Sun Prakash, count of expression means nothing but an what? What expression you are going to define? So tell me, sir, is it possible to find out the answer for our query, answer for our question using select statement or not? We have to group first, sir. Okay. Yes. So for this query, what we need to do, sir? Definitely we required what? Grouping by class. Okay. Yes. So basically, number of employees are nothing but an what? Number of employees are nothing but an what? Count of employees or not? Come on, sir. It is nothing but an the count of employees or not? And so we need to group. We need to group by what? We need to group by what? Which column, sir? We need to group by which column? Can you guys please confirm? We need to group like as in the which column, sir? Department number column, right or not? Department number column of an employee table. Understand? Understand or not? Okay. Yes. Observe carefully, sir. Observe carefully. I am writing the query for that. So select command. Okay. So that is nothing but an what? A department number. Okay. Department number is nothing but an what? A grouping column. Okay. And then I am using what? Aggregate function. Count of star is nothing but an what? Number of employees working under the each department number, sir. Okay. From employee table. Okay, from employee table. Okay, from employee table. So for employee table, then after that what? Group by department number, sir. Understand, sir? So see, select a department number. We are just grouping of what? Department number. Okay, we are just grouping of what? Department number, and trying to find out like as in what? The count star, sir. Count of star from employee table, sir. Just need to find out for what? So a number of employees working under the each department number, sir. That's all. That's all. See, sir. So see what we are getting, sir. 30th department having like as in the 6 employees, 20th department having 5 employees. Okay. And the 10th department having like as in the 3 employees. Total employees count will be getting as in the 14 or not, sir? Tell me, sir. Total employees count we are getting like as in what? 14 or not? Clear? So am I able to get like as an, am I able to get like as in the number of employees working under the each department number or not? Just by doing what? Grouping by or not? So we are just grouping by what? Department number. We are just grouping by what? Department number. That department number should be what? Select query also you should need to have. Okay. And you can have like as in what? Aggregate function as well. Count star, sir. Count star. Okay. Yes. Okay, sir. So this is what the output we got, right? So is it possible to order the department number in our select query, sir? Is it possible to order the results, sir? Is it possible to order the results? Yes, Abhijit, it is possible, right? So I just wanted to get the results based on order by department number, Abhijit. Is it possible, right? So see, select department number, okay, department number, and then count of star from employee group by department number, and then order by what? Order by what? Department number of what? Ascending order, sir. That's all. So we are able to get the records in ascending order of the department number or not, sir? Yes. Is that clear, guys? Everyone? How to write like as on the group by record, group by query? Everyone, is that clear? Okay. So let us jump on to what? Next query. So finding, okay, finding like as an the maximum salary of an employee, the maximum salary of an employee, okay, under the each department, sir. Under what? Each department. Under the each department based on what? Department number. Okay, based on what? Department department number of what? Using EMP table, sir. Understand, sir? What is our query, sir? You just need to find out for what? The maximum salary of an employee under the each department, sir. Each department based on what? Department number. Okay. Now tell me here also, what we need to do, sir? I just need to find out like as an employee, okay, the maximum salary of an employee under the each department. Under the each department means nothing but the grouping by or not. Under the each department means nothing but what? The grouping by or not, sir? Yes, definitely. So we need to have what? The grouping by, sir. Okay, definitely we require it to satisfy this query. Need to have what? Group by, sir. So on which column we need to perform the group by? Come on, sir. On which column we need to perform what? The group by? Department number only. Okay, department number only, sir. Okay, select department number. Okay, select a department number, and then so in order to find out the maximum salary of an employee, so which aggregate function I need to use it, sir? Which function I need to use it, sir? Here, the maximum salary, sir. The maximum salary from employee table, and then group by what? Group by what, sir? Department number. So verify, sir, whether you are able to get the things or not. Under the department 30, the maximum salary of an employee is what? 2,850, sir. Under the department 20, the maximum salary is what? 3,000. Under the department 10, the maximum salary of an employee is what? 5,000, sir. You can verify, sir. You can verify the data here. Okay, select star from e-employee, EMP table. So see, sir, I'm just sorting out here. Okay, under the 10th department, the maximum salary is what? 5,000 or not? Under the 20th department, the maximum salary is what? 1,100 or not? Under the 30th department, the maximum salary is what? 2,850 or not? So whether that our query is matched or not, sir? Sorry, 1 minute, sir. Under the 20th department, sir, the maximum salary, sir. Okay, under the 20th department, sir, the maximum salary is what? 3,000, sir. Okay, under the 30th department, the maximum salary is nothing but what? 2,850. Understand? So our query is getting expected results or not, sir? Come on, sir. Hope you guys are comfortable. How you are finding like as in the maximum salary of another maximum salary of an employee under the each department. Understand? So if you want ordering means then apply that ordering, sir. Nothing more than that. Okay. So maximum salary from employee table. Okay. Group by department number and order by what? Order by what? Department number by ascending order, sir. Nothing more, sir. Is that clear, sir, everyone? How to write a group by query? Yes. So try to find out the query, sir. Try to write the query for this query. Okay. Finding the number of employees. So finding what? Finding the number of employees under the each department based on the job, sir. Okay. So find like as in the number of employees working under the each department based on what? Job by using EMP table, sir. By using what table, sir? EMP table only, sir. Clear, everyone? By using what? EMP table, sir. Hope you are understand my question. Hope you guys are understand my question, sir. Find the number of employees working under the each department. Oh, sorry. Find the number of employees. Okay. Find the number of employees working based on the job, sir. Okay. Sorry, not department number. Finding like as in the number of employees, the working based on what? The job using like as an employee table, sir. So see, sir. See, select star from employee, sir. In the employee table, so we have the job column, sir. Under the job column, so analyst, how many employees are there? How many employees are there in the analyst, sir? 2 employees are there in the analyst. Agree? And how many clerks are there? 4 clerks are there. 3 managers are there. 1 president is there. And then rest of the 4 are what? Salesman. I just wanted to group by what? Based on the job, sir. Just getting to know the number of employees who are working under based on the particular job, sir. I just wanted to know the number of employees working based on the job. So in such a situation, definitely I need to require what? Group by or not, sir? Grouping by or not? Tell me, sir. Select job and then count star from employee table. Okay, from employee table. Okay, from employee table. Order by, sorry, from employee table, and then group by what? Job. And then group by what? Job. And order by what? Job ascending order, sir. Understand, sir? Okay. See, sir, we are getting like as an analyst count as on what? 2 employees. Clerks are 4 employees. Managers are 3 employees. Presidents are nothing but on what? 1 employee. And salesmen are nothing but on what? 4 employees. So which we are getting like as in the 14 employees count by adding the counts or not, sir? Is that clear, sir? Is that clear, everyone? How to group like as in the queries here? How to write like as in the group by query here? Yes. Based on the count, we can print in ascending order as well. Yes, you can. Not at all the job. You can do that one, sir. So based on the what? Count star. Okay. Clear, Surya? Yeah. You can do that one, sir. You can, while you're ordering, you can do anything, sir. No problem at all. Okay. Yes. Fine. So let us find display all aggregate functions. Okay. All aggregate salary information. Okay. All aggregate salary information. Okay. All aggregate salary information means nothing but on minimum salary of an employee. Okay. Minimum salary. Okay. The maximum salary. Okay. Minimum salary and the maximum salary and the sum of the salaries. Okay. So display all the aggregate salary information. Okay. So aggregate salary info. So based on the job wise, sir. Based on what? Job based. Based on what? The job wise. By using what? By using employee table only, sir. By using what? Employee table. Hope you understand my query. Display all aggregate salary informations. Okay, display all aggregate salary information such as nothing but on what? Minimum salary, maximum salary, sum of the salary based on what? The job wise, sir. Based on what? The job wise by using what? By using what? The employee table. Okay. Yeah. Can you guys please try with that query, sir? Come on, sir. Can anyone try with that query? Come on, guys. I'm expecting the query from the non-IT people. I'm expecting the query from the non-IT people, sir. Display all aggregate salaries information of minimum salary and the maximum salary and the sum of the salaries based on the job wise using what? Employee table only, sir. I'm expecting the query from the non-IT people, sir. From employee group by, okay. Yes, correct, sir. Correct. Okay. Yeah. So select a job. Okay. Select a job and then the minimum salary. Okay. Then what? The maximum salary. Okay. And then what? The sum of salaries. Sum of salaries from employee table. Okay. From employee table. And then group by what? So job, sir. Group by what? Job. Okay. So we are getting like as an, So we are getting like the things as an what? And then order by the job ascending order as well, sir. Okay. See, sir, analyst, for the analyst job, the minimum salary is 3,000 and the maximum salary is 3,000, sir. Okay. And the clerk minimum salary is what? 800 and the maximum salary is what? Okay. So maximum salaries are what? The clerk's minimum salary is 800 and the maximum salary is 1,300, sir. Okay. Minimum salary is right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes. See, sir, this is what the thing, sir. You can have to include for what? Count star as well. So see, sir, there are the two employees are there, 2 into 3,000, something like 6,000. Okay. Something we are going to get these things count as well, sir. Can we have any shortcut for instead of writing many times specified in the salary column for every function? Mm, Okay. Yeah. Is that clear, guys, everyone? So have you ever used like as in the where condition in our command? Can you guys tell me in our select query, whatever the select queries we have written so far? So have you ever used like as in the, have you ever used like as in what? Where condition? No, no. So, no, sir. No. Observe carefully, sir. Just what we need to do, sir, you just need to find like as in the number of employees under the each department who is getting like as in more than 1,000 salary based on the order of based on what department number, sir. Understand, sir? What is the query? What is the question, sir? Here, find out. So find out the number of employees under the each department who is getting like as an more than 1,000 salary based on what order of the based on what the department number and display like as in what order of the department number, sir. Understand? Can you write the query for that? Can you write the query for this? Come on, guys. Find out the number of employees under the each department and and who is getting like as an more than more than 1,000 of the salary. Okay, based on what? Based on the department number, sir. Come on, sir. How can you write that one, sir? You just need to have like as in the where condition first. Understand? First, you need to write a group by condition, select a department number, and then the count star and the count star and then what? And then what? Department number and then count star of what? From employee table. Okay. So from employee table, sir. Okay. Count star and then what? Okay. Count star, department number, and then salary, and then count star. Okay. From employee table. So from employee table and then group by what? Department number, comma, salary, sir. Okay. See, sir. So no, we could not include the salary. Sorry. Okay, yeah. See, sir. See, the thing here is under the each department we are getting like as in what? Under the each department we are getting like as in what? 6, 5, and 3. Okay. So now what is our questions are basically display find out like as in the number of employees under the each department. That should be the find. We are just getting to what under the each department we are getting like as in the count. But we required like as in the count of the department wise employees whose salary is what greater than 1,000, sir. Okay. So for that you need to have what where condition. So where condition where salary greater than 1,000, sir. Understand, sir? So as I already told you, sir. So whenever you are going to have like as in the where condition, sir, in your select statement, after the where condition only, you can specify what? Group by class. Okay. Without where condition, how many records we got here, sir? Without where condition, how many records we got here? Can you guys please confirm? How many records we got here, sir? Without without where condition, how many records we got? Three records, right? So by adding like as in the where conditions also, so how many of them you are getting, sir? 3 records. If I go with what 2,000, if I'm going to get what 3,000, so then how many of them are getting, sir? Only 3,000. One, right, sir? So means under the departments, under the departments, sir, we have only the 10th department who is having like as in the salary greater than 3,000, sir. Okay. If I want to add like as in the salary column here as well, see salary, and definitely in the group by class also you need to have it what salary, sir. Okay. Group by also we need to have it what salary column. See, sir. If I'm going to specify what 1,000, so tell me. So these are all nothing but an what? So the departments. So who is earning with what greater than 1,000 or not, sir? Greater than 1,000 or not? Okay. If I want, so greater than 2,500 means how many of them we are going to get, sir? 2,500 greater than 2,000. So these are the things we are getting valid results or not, sir? Come on, sir. Okay. Yes. Hope you are clear. Whenever you want to perform, so whenever you want to perform like as in the grouping option in the SQL statement means definitely we need to go for and what whenever you want the SQL results as what by grouping means then definitely you need to use for what grouping by class or not. Understand? Grouping by class or not, guys? Right? Any doubts? Any doubts, guys? Okay. Yeah. Try with that, sir. Okay. Later on, you can try with that. Okay. Any doubts, guys? So when you will go for the grouping by class, come on, sir. Yes, sir. I already prepared that assignment. At the end of the session, I'm going to give you that one, sir. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is all about for what or this is all about for what grouping by condition, sir. When you will go for the grouping, when you will go for grouping by class, when you will go for grouping by class. When you will go for the grouping by class, sir. In Java 8 also, in Java 8, you are all are from the full stack Java course only, right, sir? In the Java 8 also, you can have an option for what? Grouping by or not. In Java 8 also, we have a facility for what? Grouping by or not, sir? Partition by, grouping by. Understand? Partition by, grouping by. There are the two options are there. Okay, the Java 8 side. Okay. Yes, when you want to group some rows of information into a columns means then definitely you need to go for what? Grouping. Okay, grouping, sir. Okay, so what do you mean by having class, sir? Sir, what do you mean by having class? Having class is an optional class of the select statement. Okay, it is used to filter the group of rows returned by the group class. Understand, sir? So the having class is an optional class, sir. Having class is an what? Optional class. It's an optional class of the select statements. Okay. And it is used to filter the group of rows returned by what? Group by class. Okay. Whatever the rows are returning by the group by class, on top of that rows, if you want to add some kind, if you wanted to filter some of the records based on the groups of information means you can go with what? Having class. That's why having class is usually used with what? Group by class only. Understand, sir? Sir, having class behaves like as in the where condition of what? Group by results. Simply I can say you, sir. Having class behaves like as in what? Behaves like as in what? Where condition of what? Group by class, sir. Simply I can say. Okay. And it is an optional class for every SQL select statement. And it is used to filter the group of rows written by what? Simply filter the group of rows filtered written by what? The group by class. This is why this is why like the having class is usually added for what? Usually used with what? The group by classes, sir. Understand, sir? Everyone? Having class is just for what? Filtering the rows, whatever the data you got from what? Group by class. Is that clear, sir? Is it clear? Having class. Having class is nothing but an optional class of and the select statement. It is used for what? Filtering the group of rows given by what? Group by class. That's why whenever you want to use like as in the having class, make sure it should be the whenever you are going to use like in the group by class, then only you will be the using what? Having class, guys. Everyone understand this point or not? Everyone understand this point or not, guys? Nobody is responding, sir. What happened? Are you feeling this one as in the complex, sir? Are you feeling this one as in the complex? Group by class and having class? Group by class, sir. As a name itself having the meaning grouping of several rows. That's all. Okay, just for grouping the SQL rows, sir. That is called grouping. Okay, having class means whatever the grouping you are done on that the results, it will apply what? Where condition by using what? Having class. Okay. Yes, filter, sir. Filter. Having class is nothing but an what? Filter, sir. Okay. Okay. The syntax is select a column list from table name and grouping by what? Column name. Whenever you are using the grouping by, then only you will use what? Having, sir. Then only you will use for what? Having. Understand? Understand my point or not? Whenever you guys are using like as in the grouping by, then only we will use what? Having class. Is that clear, sir? Is that clear? In the above statement, the having class appears immediately after by grouping class or not? Tell me, sir. In the above statement, the having class appears immediately after the grouping by class or not, sir? As I already telling you, sir, having class will be used whenever the grouping by class is used in your query. That's all. If you use having class without if you use the having class without like as in the grouping class, means the having class works like as in what? Where class only, sir. Understand? If you are using like as in the having class without grouping by class, means then having class will works like as in what? Where class only. Okay, just providing the conditions. Note that having class filter groups, having class, note that having class filters the group of rows, but the group of rows, while the where class filter the rows, sir. Right or not? So here the point here is note that the points are note that the having class always filter the group of rows. Correct or not? Having class always filters what, sir? The group of rows or not? But whereas while where class always filters what? Rows only. Agree? This is the main difference between what? Having class and where class, sir. This is what the difference between what? Having class and where class. Clear, sir, everyone? Yes. So see, let us try to write some sort of queries using for what? Having classes, sir. Okay. Find out like as an employees working under the each department on order of the department number, if the department contains at least what? 10 employees. So see, sir, first we need to find out what? The number of employees working under the each department. But I wanted to get like as in the results whose department contains what? At least 10 employees, sir. Understand, sir? So first what you need to do, sir? First you need to group the employees based on the each department. That is the first point. After getting that results, you will be the applying what? Having class. So which department contains what? At least 10 employees. At least 10 employees, or at least 5 employees, or at least 8 employees. You can go with anything. Okay. So this is what our query to find. Okay. Try to write that query for that. So first what we will do, sir? First what we will do? So we'll get what? Select department number and then count star from employee table. Okay. Then group by, and then group by what? Department number, where you are getting what? And then order by department number, ascending order, sir. So we are getting like as in the number of employees. So number of employees working under that the each department or not, sir? Right, sir? Okay. Yeah. So this is nothing but an what, sir? I can mention as an what? Elias names. Okay. Number of employees. Okay. Number of employees, sir. That's all. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So see, sir, what we need to do, sir? Yeah. So see, having condition and then the count star greater than or equal to what? 10, sir. Greater than or equal to what? 10. So tell me, sir, do we have any employees which department contains more than 10 employees? Can you guys please confirm? Do we have like as in the number of employees who are working under the each department having more than 10 employees, sir? No, we do not have that one. Okay. So at least the 5 employees I just need to find out, sir. So see, sir. So we are getting like as an, so for the first query, we are getting all the departments related employees count. But on these results, by applying like as in the having class, we are filtering the record or not? We are filtering out like as in the one record or not, sir? Tell me, sir. Without having like as in having class, so we are getting what? Department wise number of employees count. Okay. By applying like as in having class, what we are getting? So we are just getting to know what? The number of employees who are working under the each department, which is having like more than 5 employees, greater than or equal to the 5 employees, sir. Clear, sir? Clear or not? Right? Yeah. Okay. So I will go with what? At least. Okay. At least 5, sir. You can go with what? At least 5 elements. Okay. Yeah. So see, sir, the second query is also looks like as in the similar, sir. Find out the number of employees working under the each department of an order of the department number if the department contains what? Greater than or equal to what? At least means what, sir? What we need to do, sir? At least means here we need to use what, sir? Less than or greater than? Come on, guys. So you just wanted to know like as in the employees count based on the department number, and you just need to get the results of what? The department which contains at least 5 employees. Means I need to use what? Greater than or less than, sir, in our query. Whatever the query you have written, so at least means what? Greater than or equal to, right, sir? Then fine. Then it is fine, sir. Okay. So tell me, sir. So tell me, sir, find out like as in the number of employees working under the each department on order of the department number. If the department contains what? Greater than or equal to what? Greater than or equal to what? 5. Sir, at least 5 means less than or greater than, sir? Some people are saying greater than and some people are saying less than. Tell me, sir, what exactly the answer? At least 5, sir. Yes. At least 5. At least 5 employees who are working under that the department, sir. So okay, yeah. So tell me, sir, like first query and the second query looks like as in the similar. Okay. So the third query, sir. Third query. So find out the number of employees count based on the job and need to get like as an employees count less than or equal to 3, sir. Based on the job. Tell me, sir, how can you write that query? So find out the number of employees count based on the job. So means you need to get like as an employees count based on the job, but you need to get like as in the, and you need to get like as in the job wise employee count should be what? If the employees count is less than or equal to 3, then only those employees, those counts should be displayed, sir. Understand? So see, sir, for that, what I'm going to do here is select a job and then count star as in what? Number of employees. Okay. So number of employees. Okay. From employee, that is group by. Okay. That is group by what? Job, sir. Okay. Group by what? Job. That's all. So, but what we need to do, sir? We required all the list or less than or equal to 3 only we required. out of all this list? Tell me, sir. Clerks are 4 employees, sales are 4, salesmen are 4 employees, president is 1 employee, and managers are 3 employees, and analysts are 2 employees. We required only what, sir? Less than 3, sir. Okay, less than 3. So what you need to do? Just copy it, sir. Just a copy of this statement. Okay, just a copy of this statement, guys. Okay, paste it here. After the grouping by, what you need to do, sir? Having class, and then what? Count star less than or equal to what? 3, sir. That's all. We are getting only we are just getting like as in the employees count, who's less than, who employees count less than 3 based on the jobs or not, sir? Tell me, sir. So having class is meant for what? Filtering the group, filtering the rows of the, filtering like as in the group of rows information or not, sir? Tell me, sir. Having class is just work like as in what? Where condition, sir? Okay. So, but whenever you want to filter the grouping of rows information in the group by class means definitely you need to go for what? Having class. Understand? Yes. That is what the thing, sir. Okay. Display like as an aggregate information of the salaries in which department is having more than 100 as an what minimum salary, sir? 1000, sir, not 100. Okay. So display like as an aggregate information of and the salaries. Okay, aggregate information of and the salaries of and the each department. Okay, of and the each departments are first. You need to display what? The aggregate salaries information of and the each department based on what? Department number. Understand? That is the first thing you need to do. Okay, so this is what the third query, sir. Okay, this is nothing but an what? Third query. And we are going to write what? Fourth query. Okay, fourth query, sir. Okay, so display aggregate salaries of information. Aggregate salaries of information is nothing but an what, sir? So minimum salary, or we can say what? Okay, minimum salary. Okay, then a maximum salary. Okay, average salary. Okay, then what? Sum of the salary. Okay, then what? Department number, and then from table, from class, employee table, and then what? Group by, and then group by what? Department number, sir. Department number. Okay. Yeah. So you can remove it what? Average salary, sir, from our query. Okay. Select it. That's all. So see, sir. So under the department wise, the minimum salary and the maximum salary and the sum of the salaries information we are getting or not, sir? Tell me, sir. We are getting or not? Okay. So, but out of these results, which records we required, sir? Out of these records, which records are required? Come on, sir. Which records are required, sir? Minimum salary. What is the condition we have specified? The minimum salary of what? The minimum salary more than so more than 1,000, sir. More than 1,000, right? So what I need to do, sir? What I need to do? Having condition you need to add it, sir. Okay, having of the minimum salary, okay, greater than 1,000. Okay, greater than 1,000, sir. Okay, okay, greater than 1,000, sir. That's all. Okay, yeah, we are getting like as in what? 1,000 or not? If I am going to use what? Less than 1,000 means, if I'm going to use what? Less than 1,000 means, we are going to get like as in the two records or not? 850 and then 950 the minimum salary getting from which departments, sir? 20th department and 30th department, sir. Hope you guys are clear or not, sir? Having class always meant for what? Grouping whatever, so filtering the group of rows, sir. That's all. That is what having class. So what is the fifth condition, sir? What is the fifth query? List all the aggregate informations job wise of in the each department which is having what more than the maximum salary of what 2000, more than 2000 of and what the maximum salary, sir. Nothing more, sir. Same query. Okay, nothing more, sir. The same query. So just to change it what? The maximum salary, sir. The maximum salary greater than what? 2500, sir. Okay, 2500. That's all. We are getting that to the maximum salary or not? The 5000, 2500, right? So this is what our fifth query, sir. Hope you are clear. So the importance of having class just for what? Adding like as in the filtering condition to what? Group by results, sir. Nothing more than that. Okay, just adding like as in what? Having class, just for adding what? Filtering condition to what? The group by results, sir. Nothing more than that. Okay, so but you can use that what? Having condition after what? Group by classes, sir. Understand, sir, everyone? Clear? These are the queries, sir. These are the queries. Clear? Any doubts, guys, up to now about these two classes? Group by class, having class, okay, from class, where class, order by class. Total 5 classes we have. From class is always specifying for what? Database object. Where class is specified for what? Specifying the filter condition, putting like as in the condition when you're selecting the data from the table. Okay, order by class is meant for what? Just for ordering the data. Okay, group by class is for what? Grouping the data. Having class is for what? Just for adding the filter condition for the group by results. That's all. These are the several classes. So if interviewer asks you the question about, so can you brief about like as in the Oracle classes means, just need to highlight these 5, sir. Just need to highlight with what? These 5 classes. One is what? From class. Okay. The second one is what? So where class. Okay. Where class. And then third one is what? Okay. Third one is what? Order by class. Okay. Order by class. And the fourth one is what? The group by class. And then what? The fifth one is what? Having class. Clear? Hope you guys are clear. These are the 5 classes, sir. Yes, sir. You can go as a maximum salary who is earning with what? Greater than 5000, sir. Greater than 2500. Okay. Yeah. That should be the fine, sir. More than the department who is having like as in the more than what? 2000 of the maximum salary. Clear, sir? Oracle classes. Guys, I'm just giving you one assignment for you. Okay. Try to complete that assignment and prepare the data in that tables, sir. Okay. Prepare the data in that tables. Okay. Yes. So observe carefully, sir. Observe carefully, sir. Okay. So we are going to create assignment task. This is what assignment, sir. Okay. This is nothing but an what? Assignment task. Okay. Assignment task. Assignment task related to what? Creating the database tables and populate the populate the information of the table, sir. Okay. Populate what? Information of the table. Okay. Yes. Observe carefully, sir. Observe carefully. So this is what the table, sir. This is what like as in the first table you need to create account underscore details. Account underscore details. in that account underscore details table, you will be the having one primary key of this table, that is account details ID and account holder name, gender of the account holder address, account holder city, contact number, email ID, created date column, updated date column, sir. Understand? This is the one table you guys need to create. On top of it, first you need to create what? First you need to create what? Accounts type table, sir. Accounts types table. Okay. Account type table, sir. Okay. Account type ID is primary key. Account type, whether you require like as in the savings account or savings account or current account or recurring account. Okay. So where you can maintain such a kind of account type information under this table, sir. This is the primary key of this table, sir. And this is what account type, created date and updated date. Hope you are clear. What table you are going to create as a first, sir? First, you will be the creating what? This table, sir. Okay. Account type table you need to create first. Okay. That is the parent table. Okay. That is the parent table. Yes, sir. Updated date is nothing but on what? System date. Whenever you are performing the update row of information, you need to update that column. Okay. The parent table, sir. The parent table is nothing but on what? Account type table, sir. Parent table is nothing but on what? Account type table. Okay. Account type table, sir. Okay. Then the first child table. So the child tables are nothing but on what? Account details. Account details and account balances. Okay. Account balances, sir. Account details is the child table, right, sir? Yes. Okay. See, sir, in the account details, so details, account detail ID is the primary key, holder name, gender, address, city, contact number. Contact number should not be, okay, contact number should not be duplicate, sir. Okay, unique constraint. And email ID is also nothing but an what? Unique constraint. And created data should be default constraint. Okay, should be created with what? Default constraint, sir. And updated date should not be default constraint. Okay. So otherwise you can make it what? Created date and the created date and updated date should be default constraints, sir. Sir, data types of the column you need to decide it, sir. Okay. For the date related columns, you can use it what? Date and time. Timestamp you can use it. Okay. Yes. So here what? Account type ID, sir. Account type ID is nothing but on what? Every account holder will pick like as in one particular account type or not. Whether he required like as in the savings account or whether he required like as in the current account. This is nothing but on what? Account type ID, sir. Which is what? Foreign key, sir. Which is in the foreign key of what? Account details table. And it is a primary key of what table, sir? Account types table, sir. Understand, sir? Understand my point, guys, everyone? This is the child table. Clear? And then account balances, sir. Account balances is the another table, sir. This is what the primary key. And this is what the primary key. And the account ID. Account ID is nothing but on what, sir? Account ID is nothing but on what here? Come on, guys. Account ID is nothing but on what? No, it is not unique. See, but it should be on the what? It is a foreign key. Okay. Account details ID, sir. This is. Okay. Okay. Account details ID. Okay. So which is nothing but on what, sir? It is a foreign key or not? Come on, guys. It is a foreign key or not, sir? It is a foreign key, sir. It is a foreign key. And what is the parent table for this one, sir? Account details, sir. Account details, the primary key, sir. That's all. Okay. Yes. Okay. And the balance information of that particular account. Okay. Balance information of that particular account, created date and updated date. Okay. So wherever you have like as in the created date and updated date, sir, make sure that you need to use what default constraint or default constraint, sir. Whenever the record is inserted into this table, you no need to supply the created date values and updated date values. Understand? So will you complete this thing, sir? You need to create the tables properly. You need to create like as in the tables properly and establish the relationship between the tables properly and populate the information of these tables properly, sir. Understand? That is what the task for you, sir. Okay. You need to create these 3 tables properly, sir, with the proper relationships, with the proper data. Okay. If you are good on this one, we will apply some joins on this the 3 tables, sir. Okay. If anything wanted to add, I will let you know in the next session on Monday. Okay. Yes. Hope you are clear. Hope you guys are comfortable about the task. Any doubts? Will you complete this task before attending the Monday session? Yes. I'm expecting this task from everyone as in the screenshot. Okay. Everyone from the screenshot in the group, sir. Okay. Just need to create like as in the table with the proper relationships and proper data. Okay. So proper constraints as well. Okay. Understand? Sir, everyone need to do this one, sir. Okay. Yeah. That's all for today, guys. Okay. That's all for the today. Again, we'll connect back on Monday, sir. Okay. So again, we'll connect back on the Monday before attending like as in the Monday session. So try to complete this task and come for the tomorrow, sir. Come for the Monday. Okay. Before the Monday, I'm going to share you some of the SQLs you need to write as well. Okay. I'm going to share you some sort of SQL queries you need to work out, sir. Okay. Yes. Okay, then. That's all for today, guys. We'll connect back on the Monday. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Good night. Yes, happy weekend, sir. Thank you.